Hi, my name's Lou. This is a short video from Sony to Drink showing you how to do free motion embroidery using a Janome machine, the 230DC. You may need to check the instructions on your own manual if it's slightly different, but the basics are here. I hope you enjoy it and find it useful. So to start with, we're lowering the presser foot at pressure down to 4, and we're changing the stitch type to just a normal straight stitch. And then the stitch length I like to change to 5 because I find that it gives you a looser pressure. Some instructions say to 0. Turn the machine around and switch the switch to lower the feed dogs, so you shouldn't be able to feel them at all. And then we're going to remove not only the foot but also the shank that holds the foot. So we're completely going to unscrew that, and we're going to hold on to the screw but remove the foot and the shank. And we have a special free motion embroidery foot. This is called an open-toed foot. You need to check which one you need for your machine. Screw the screw in just a little way, and then what we're going to do is it's got a metal bar. The metal bar needs to go over the shank where the screw is to screw in the needle, and then the prongs around that bar where the foot was held, and then tighten that screw up until it's nice and tight and it's not going to go anywhere. So this is what we're going to free motion embroider. It's good to stabilise if it's a light or a medium weight fabric, and just pin it around to keep it stabilised, and it makes it much easier. You can get something called stitch and rip, which you can purchase, and after you've done your sewing you can just simply tear it off, but we're going to cut away the calico in this instance. So we've got the fabric under machine, and the first thing we're going to do is lower the needle and bring up the thread from the bobbin underneath as if you're threading a machine, but it will just bring it up right to the top of the fabric and it stops it getting caught underneath. Don't forget to lower the presser foot. It won't look like it's lowered at the beginning, but you must lower it, otherwise it can get knotted up again. Now, as you can see, we're just pressing the pedal to make the needle go up and down, and just moving the fabric to where we want that needle to go. We're not lowering the needle, we're not turning the fabric, we're just moving it gently to where we want that needle to sew. So we're just pressing down fairly firmly on that fabric. Sometimes people like to use an embroidery hoop to keep it level as well and to keep it tight. So the length of the stitches depends on how quickly you move that fabric and also how firmly you press down on the pedal. You may have an option to go slower. You might want to use that at the beginning because the slower ones make a slightly longer stitch, and it just depends how you want that stitch to go. So we've just made a few leaves there on the stem of that tree, or on the trunk rather, and then we're going round and round. Now we're doing a circular motion, and on this I wanted it to look a bit fancy, so I've gone round a couple of times around the outside, and then I'm gradually going to do decreasing circles. It's a good idea to go over more than once. It makes it more firm, but it also covers up any wobbly bits. It looks better the more you go, to be absolutely honest. Start off with a bit of a practice and then go on to your final thing once you feel confident. No need to snip and pull out, just drag it over to your next stage and just get going. No back stitches, no locking stitches. And here we are doing a speeded up version with the fancy bits on there, some pegs going around the top twice just so it looks a bit neater, and all the way to the end there. And here it is, that's the final bit. What you'll notice is the stretched threads across, so we're just going to snip those off. And off the back as well, and we're going to cut the calico away, or you tear off the stabiliser. So that's it, a really quick guide, but do get in touch or go on the website if you need more information or assistance. Thank you.